Everyone, I'm Jen Appy. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Milestonia, and we are passionate about helping small businesses succeed. I'm here today to ask for your valuable feedback on our story and our presentation, maybe suggestions for free workshops that will lead to a conversation about Milestonia, find out if anyone wants to work with us, and see if anyone wants to check us out with our free accounts through March 31st. So Milestonia's story is best told through the eyes of Sam, who's head of a software company whose sales were declining 30% year over year. Over the past 2 years, he used Milestonia to create better focus and alignment for his team, resulting in 40% year-over-year growth over 2 years, while decreasing expenses and headcount, and resulting in bottom line productivity and profitability. This is also the story of James, whose agency was able to enjoy 30% year-over-year growth with a modest investment, and he created greater team empowerment and camaraderie because his team knew what they needed to do. They helped each other and they had fun while doing it. So we're delivering better business outcomes by helping leaders create accountability cultures that are fun and to do more with what they have. This is what it looks like to have Milestonia in a weekly team meeting where leaders recognize people for achieving their goals, which earns points and rewards for the team, which you can see in the Milestonia dashboard to the right. But we're most proud of what team members say. Their opinions are the ones that are important since they're the ones delivering the business results that impact the bottom line. So an old way of motivating a team might include dangling carrots or sideline coaching, or perhaps using software to manage performance, manage recognition, or to manage tasks, projects, or CRMs to keep teams aligned. The new way is about engaging a future-ready team and aligning them to the work that matters. Through OKRs, EOS, or any other goal-setting method, we make work fun. With welcome gifts, points and rewards, leaderboards, gifts for making progress, and a clear dashboard. So Milestonia helps teams manage work in a way that creates social accountability. Our processes create clarity, transparency, visibility, and communication, and leaders can enjoy greater productivity, professional development, and employee retention. This is an example of Milestonia's dashboard showing goal progress used for weekly check-in meetings. With so many companies going remote with their workforce, Milestonia Goal Management is what companies need now to build camaraderie, to retain their workforce, and to navigate the new normal. And the need for focus and fun is a big opportunity. 90% of businesses in the world are small businesses with less than 100 employees. Small businesses face tough odds. Many do not achieve their goals, which leads to a host of other problems. Only 34% of workers feel engaged at work, and CEOs recognize that a need for productivity and engagement is real. But we believe that helping companies to achieve their goals is the problem that needs to be solved, and to do it in a fun and engaging way. So Milestonia can function as a frictionless employee accountability coach, helping each team member be the best contributor they can be. Our mission is to create an ecosystem that gets companies to a new level of productivity and engagement, and will provide the software platform that includes the goal management, the goal progress coaching, and the career upskilling. We create partnerships with exec coaches, course providers, rewards and recognition tools, and performance management tools as needed. And our current SaaS software platform is priced at $5 to $10 per month per user. So larger companies can afford a tech stack with multiple tools, plus the consultants to implement their employee engagement and productivity processes. Plus, they have IT and HR departments to manage their implementation and training. But for smaller companies, Milestonia offers enough functionality to replace the tech stack at a fraction of the price. Integrations do exist for those companies that need Asana or Salesforce or Lattice, but often these enterprise software tools are expensive and they have way more functionality than a company needs. So Milestonia makes it affordable for small companies to have what they need to propel their growth. And this is where we're finding product market fit. Milestonia is not industry specific. It's been adopted by companies in a variety of industries. And we're always networking with business groups and consultants that can help us reach companies that are looking for a better way to lead. So the implementation is guided. We support companies to achieve success with a 3-stage process: discovery, roadmap, and quarterly check-ins. And these details are provided on our website where we talk about creating accountability cultures. Finally, to get more teams to experience the benefits of Milestonia, we engage them in conversations through free workshops where we show leaders and team members how they can create accountability cultures in a fun way. And now I would love to get your feedback on our presentation, on our workshop ideas, and also, whether any of you know of people who would like to work with us or try Milestonia for free. Thank you.
Did you take a lot of inspiration from video games? Because they kind of have like, quests and rewards for quests and things like that, and it's all really laid out.
Yes, we have 2 people on our team. They're avid gamers. And so a lot of their thinking around games, autonomy, mastery, purpose, a lot of those principles were designed into the tool and the way that we do the gamification.
So it's a really crowded space you're going into, which I'm sure you know. I'm trying to just kind of distill out of everything you put what your major advantages, your major value propositions are. What I saw was fun, and then the fact that it's right sized for small, medium sized businesses. What would you add to that list?
Those are 2 key points of difference. The other thing that we do is we tie in the rewards and recognition with the work that matters. There are rewards and recognition tools out there, but they're not necessarily tied to the work. And then there are performance management tools that are about the work, but not the fun. So we believe that by pulling the 2 together and creating one tool that does both, not only does it simplify things for the smaller company, but it also just makes it easier for team members to be engaged about the work that matters.
Jen, that was a great presentation. I love your the strategic way you think, and your communication is top notch. If I were to offer one piece of feedback on how to impress or improve the presentation, I would say to find a UI designer who can take that deck and maybe replace some of the stock images with something that creates a uniform, consistent look and feel that's associated with your look and feel for your company.
Got it. Any recommendations would be welcome. Thank you.
All right. You kind of already talked about it, but would you mind highlighting just one more time what can the 1 Million Cups community do for you?
Well, I guess one question I have is if we were to try and engage people like you in a conversation about Milestonia, what kinds of topics would we be talking about that would gain the most interest? What are people feeling or needing today?
Well, I think especially relative to the current work environment, where we're entering a new age of hybrid work situations, where a lot of people are not going to return to the office, and many will just come sometimes and not come other times. I think that you're well positioned to be a solution for some of the challenges that will create, because that impacts the ability for people to feel unified, to feel team and camaraderie. And I think that that's not just during COVID. That's post-COVID. So I think you're well positioned to have an opportunity to do that. And so highlighting those aspects in what you do, to Seth's point about, what are the unique value propositions, that can be something that can really be special and that can be, your thing.
Okay. And what are some of the solutions, I guess, that folks are looking for in that environment? What are some of the things that people feel works right now to build that engagement and that team camaraderie?
Cookies. That always.
Food, okay.
Jen, I think that's the key question, right? That a lot of us are wondering, and I think it's interesting how you and Alejandro kind of are in the same space, right? Trying to create and innovate around this COVID and the new reality of things that are virtual. But I think the connection, anything that we can draw connections, whether it's through meetings virtually or COVID conscious events or gatherings, those types of things. Communication is key to have those connections and making sure that it's not where your numbers at today, but how are you doing and how are you handling? How's your family? How that human side? So I think those are some of the things that, besides cookies, definitely help is making sure that we all are tapping into the humanity side on the other side of that screen that's going on at home.
Hey, Jen, this is AJ here at RevRoad, and this is a little bit unrelated, but just a note of positive feedback. I do love on your website how you've, at the bottom of, I think it's the homepage, you say, receive our free goal setting worksheet, right? And then you ask for their name and their email address. And I love that you're trying to give something of value to them first by getting their email. So smart move on that part. Way to go.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for that. And, just a couple of notes related to the comments. One is we are, as a team, talking about this idea of a culture check-in and having that be something that feeds itself through the tool so that, the tool responds to how people are feeling. That's something that we've been thinking about because we do feel it's important to provide, a very basic level of coaching that is sensitive to where people are coming from, and we believe that we'll get, we'll be able to motivate team members more effectively through that. And the other part of it is we're very passionate about helping people be better goal setters and making it stick. We hear lots of research around the fact that lots of people set goals, but not a whole lot of them achieve them. And we believe a lot of it is because it's either not fun or because there's no accountability, right? There's no follow-up. And so the software can be an easy, fun accountability buddy for individuals and teams. And that's the value that we hope to provide.